And now for Carol Gilligan's opening remarks. Psychologist and writer Carol Gilligan is the author of In a Different Voice from 1982, described by Harvard University Press as the little book that started a revolution. Her subsequent books include The Birth of Pleasure from '02, Kira, a novel from 2008, The Deepening Darkness, Patriarchy, Resistance, and Democracy's Future with David A.J. Richards in 2009, and most recently, Joining the Resistance. At Harvard, she held the university's first chair in gender studies. At the University of Cambridge, she is Pitt Professor of American History and Culture, and she is currently University Professor of Applied Psychology and Humanities at NYU. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, wow. Can everybody hear me? No? I need to use this.
Carol, maybe, do you want to just...
Oh, that's better, yeah. Then I don't want to put my back to you. All right, now everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, that's great. I think that I'm here to talk about the word feminine in Jill's title. Why not feminist law, I found myself asking. Because Jill's book is radical as well as revelatory. If I have it right, her argument is that without free association, that is, our ability to wander beyond the boundaries of a controlled or patrolled consciousness, our speech cannot be free. That is, it cannot give voice to desire or name the forbidden. Similarly, without free speech, without the interplay of speaking and listening that is key to democracy, that is, to relationships of equality and mutual recognition, free association cannot be free. Psychoanalysis without democracy, democracy without psychoanalysis is, to put it simply, impossible. But why feminine? Following Shakespeare, Jill might well have called her book Much Ado About Nothing, where thing refers to the penis and no thing is the vagina. In her eyes, our collective failure to make much of the vagina is a central reason why our aspiration to freedom of speech and of association falls short. Because space is integral to freedom and to relationship, because the unnamed, the unspoken, and the unknown are the realms of curiosity and creativity, the vagina comes stage center as both an embodiment and a marker of space. And yet, just as until fairly recently women were excluded from participating in democracy, so the vagina, for all practical purposes, was missing from the psychoanalytic landscape. It was an absence, a lack, a silence. It was subjugated, that is, quote, feminine. And here's Jill's point. If we don't give voice to what is subjugated and silent, if we don't open a space for the unnamed, the unspoken, and the unknown, if we cannot speak or even know what we desire and say what is forbidden, both freedom and relationship are illusions. Among the many bridges Jill builds in her book, I find most striking, the one I find most striking connects free association, the gold standard of self-expression, with secure attachment, the sine qua non of relationship. The freely associating patient is inconceivable without the freely suspended attention of the analyst, and together, in their coupledom of speaking and listening and speaking in return, they exemplify what we all aspire to have a voice and to live in relationship. It is the requisite for love and also for democracy. To sum up the message of her book, The truth is hiding in plain sight, in that part of the body we look away from. Let me end with 3 quotations. First, quote, "What do we seek when we ask for free association? We ask for exploration and authenticity in the presence of another. We are asking for personal and moral agency and a willingness to surrender control that is enabled by secure attachment and also promotes secure attachment. We ask for a sustained, honest, truth-telling conversation that guides self-determined agency and collective action." Second, quote, "Without the body, there is no medium for expression or communication." I might say it somewhat differently. Joy is precluded by disembodiment and dissociation. And finally, quote, "These inroads to love, to freedom, involve not only self-revelation in the context of real relationships and communities, but also eternal vigilance and remarkable courage." Her message could not be more timely. Thank you.